Hi there, Simon Pinnell, Advocacy Manager at SIA here. A lot of our members are contacting us with concerns around being able to get shopping, whether it's online or a lack of goods in store. So I thought I'd give you a little bit of an update on the information and intelligence that we've discovered. It is true to say that Tesco's and Sainsbury's and Asda and Morrisons and in line with many other supermarkets have struggled to fulfil online order requests of late. And part of the background to that is the fact that early on in the coronavirus outbreak, there was a lot of panic buying going on. People were emptying the shelves, as everybody will have seen on television and on social media, of what were perceived to be vital stocks, toilet rolls, pasta, tins of tomatoes, that sort of thing. And as a result, those major supermarkets had to reduce the number of delivery slots that they made available, purely and simply because they weren't able to fulfill orders. And it made no sense sending out drivers in vans with half-full order boxes and having to disappoint a lot of customers. So they therefore reduced those numbers of delivery slots. However, as the coronavirus outbreak has continued and people have become more sensible with shopping and have clearly stocked up with more than enough loo rolls to keep them going, stocks are beginning to return to normal. And that means that delivery slots are beginning to be able to return to normal as well. For example, I know that Tesco increased their delivery slots nationally last week from 350,000 to around 600,000. Sainsbury's in turn from around 370,000 a week to 800,000 a week, which is good news for people. Although it's still not back up to the levels that they were previously, it's heading in the right direction. Obviously, for those more vulnerable people who are able to register themselves as such on the government website, they're able to get priority in terms of getting those delivery slots. And there's some advice and guidance on our website on how to register yourself as vulnerable and what coronavirus and the impact it will have on you if you are a higher level injury, perhaps. In terms of shopping in store, both the supermarkets that I've mentioned, Tesco's and Sainsbury's, have started reducing the number of items that they have restrictions on. For example, there were restrictions on you could only buy one of some particular items and two of another, in some cases, and a maximum of three. In many cases, they're either removing those restrictions or increasing those levels as well, which makes shopping in store a little bit easier. Everybody, I'm sure, will have seen the restrictions and guidelines that the stores have put in place through their adverts on the television in terms of maintaining social distancing and cleaning trolleys as you go into the store, etc. So it's good to see the two supermarkets are doing that. Asda have taken some steps as well. They, I think, were one of the first supermarkets to put up screens to protect both their staff and their customers when paying at the tills. Something I found that was quite useful over the last weekend, wasn't aware of it before, was something that Morrisons are doing, which is, it's called a food box, and it's available as a vegetarian or meat eaters option. I went for the meat eaters one. And for £35, you will get a whole heap of products and household essentials. Off the top of my head, and it won't be an exhaustive list, I had something like 2 500-gram packets of mince, some chicken breasts, sausages, sliced ham, some lovely cheese, 2 pints of milk, a tin of baked beans, a couple of tins of soup, a whole heap of fresh vegetables, carrots, cucumbers, cabbage, potatoes, onions, and some toilet roll. There you go. If you didn't know you could get that, you can get it through there, and some kitchen roll as well. And as I say, there were some other bits and pieces in there for a cost of £35. And believe me, with everything that came in that box, it was very good value. Was delivered. I ordered it on the Saturday, and it was delivered on the Sunday. And very pleased with the contents indeed. As many people will have seen, supermarkets are encouraging people to shop in store rather than online, so that they can free up the delivery slots for the more vulnerable people. So if you have friends or family or carers or people within your household that are able to go down to the shop for you, encourage them to do so, and that will enable you to get your deliveries and your supplies more quickly, but also probably give you a greater choice as well. If you can't get to the shops yourselves, or you haven't got anybody that can do it, it's also worth considering looking up some details with your local council. Most of them have details of reputable and organised local volunteer groups who are helping out in line and in conjunction with the NHS volunteers that we'll all have heard about, in terms of providing support to people and vulnerable people who can't get out and who are able to do their willing to do their shopping for them. So explore that option as well if you can. I know from my own experience, local social media groups are also a good source of volunteer groups, and people, I'm sure that everybody will know somebody within their local area who has connected or has used one of these. So there are a number of options available. If you've got any concerns or issues around coronavirus or its impact on you as an individual, there's lots of information on our website, and a link will come up at the end of this video to the particular page. Or call our advice line, and the number again will appear after I've finished. Or email us. Email me on the advocacy side at advocacy@spinal.co.uk, or our advice line team on adviceline@spinal.co.uk. In the meantime, stay at home where you can, stay safe, and keep smiling.